Gray is the color of Mercury, and blue is the color of the sky we see, and red is the color of dice people wear on their shoes. Gold is the color of my house key, and green's my poop when I eat healthy, but then I find out it was all just a clever ruse. Pink is the color that isn't nice, and white is the color of slippery ass ice, and beige may or not be the color of my skin. Brown is the color of some rice, but if you want to hear my advice, don't talk about color if you want to win. Last Thursdayism is the theory that the entire universe and life on Earth was created last Thursday. In this theory, it says the reasons you have memories, books, and the appearance that the universe was created 13 billion years ago is that this was all created on the day of creation, last Thursday. There are also theories like this one called Last Wednesdayism, Last Tuesdayism, Last Mondayism, Last Fridayism, Last Sundayism, and Last Saturdayism. Apple Media Services Terms and Conditions. These terms and conditions create a contract between you and Apple, the agreement. Please read the agreement carefully. To confirm your understanding and acceptance of the agreement, click Agree. A. Introduction to our services. This agreement governs your use of Apple's services, through which you can buy, get, license, rent, or subscribe to media, apps, and other in-app services, content. Our services are iTunes Store, App Store, iBook Store, Apple Music, and Apple News. Our services are available for use in your country of residence, home country. To use our services, you need compatible hardware, software, latest version recommended and sometimes required, and internet access. Fees may apply. Our services' performance may be affected by these factors. B. Using our services. Payments, taxes, and refunds. You can acquire content on our services for free or for a charge, either of which is referred to as a transaction. Each transaction is an electronic contract between you and Apple, and/or you and the entity providing the content on our services. However, if you are a customer of iTunes SARL and you acquire an app or book, iTunes SARL is the merchant of record. This means that you acquire the content from iTunes SARL, and it is licensed by the Apple provider, as defined below, or book publisher. When you make your first transaction, we will ask you to choose how frequently we should ask for your password for future transactions. If you enable Touch ID for transactions, we will ask you to authenticate all transactions with your fingerprint. Manage your password settings at any time by following these instructions. Apple will charge your payment method, such as your credit card, debit card, gift card, code, or other method available in your home country for any paid transactions, including any applicable taxes. If you pre-order content, you will be charged when the content is delivered to you, unless you cancel prior to the content's availability. For details about how transactions are billed, please visit support.apple.com/kb/ht5582. All transactions are final. Content prices may change at any time. If technical problems prevent or unreasonably delay delivery of your content, your exclusive and sole remedy is either replacement of the content or refund of the price paid, as determined by Apple. From time to time, Apple may refuse a refund request if we find evidence of fraud, refund abuse, or other manipulable behavior that entitles Apple to a corresponding counterclaim. Terms related to gift cards/codes are available here at apple.com/legal/internet services/iTunes/gift cards. Apple ID. Using our services and accessing your content requires an Apple ID. An Apple ID is the account you use across Apple's ecosystem. Your Apple ID is valuable, and you are responsible for maintaining its confidentiality and security. Apple is not responsible for any losses arising from the unauthorized use of your Apple ID. Please contact Apple if you suspect that your Apple ID has been compromised. You must be age 13 or equivalent maximum age in your home country, as set forth in the registration process, to create an Apple ID and use our services. Apple IDs for persons under this age can be created by a parent or legal guardian using family sharing, or by an approved educational institution. Privacy. Your use of our services is subject to Apple's privacy policy, which is available at apple.com/legal/privacy. Services and content usage rules. Your use of the services and content must follow the rules set forth in this action, usage rules, and other use of the services and content is a material breach of this agreement. Apple may monitor your use of services and content to ensure that you are following these usage rules. All services. You may use services and content only for personal, non-commercial purposes, except as set forth in the Apple Content section below. Apple's delivery of content does not transfer any promotional use rights to you and does not constitute a grant or waiver of any rights of the copyright owners. You can use content from up to 5 different Apple IDs on each device. It is not your responsibility to lose, destroy, or damage content once downloaded. We encourage you to back up your content regularity. You may not tamper with or circumvent any security technology included with the services. You may access services only using Apple software and may not modify or use modified versions of such software. Video content requires an HDCP connection. iTunes Store content. You can use digital rights management, DRM, free content on a reasonable number of compatible devices that you own or control. DRM protected content can be used on up to 5 computers and any number of devices that you sync to from those computers. Content rentals are viewable on a single device at a time and must be played within 30 days and completed within 24 to 48 hours of the start of play, depending on the content offered from the services. In your home country, stopping, pausing, or restarting does not extend this period. You may burn an audio playlist or CD for listening purposes up to 7 times. This limitation does not apply to DRM-free content. Apple Store content. The term app includes apps, iMessage, and Apple Watch apps, in-app purchases, extensions such as keyboards, stickers, and subscriptions made available in an app. You can use apps on any device that you own or control. Individuals acting on behalf of a commercial enterprise, government organization, or educational institution, an enterprise, may download and sync apps for use by either 1. A single individual on one or more devices owned or controlled by an enterprise, or 2. Multiple individuals on a shared device owned or controlled by an enterprise. For the sake of clarity, each device used serially or collectively by multiple users requires a separate license. iBooks store content. You can use DRM-free content on any compatible device that you own or control. DRM-protected content can be used on up to 5 computers and any number of devices that you sync to from those computers. You may not burn iBooks store content to the disk. Apple Music. You can use individual Apple Music membership on up to 10 devices, only 5 of which can be computers. An individual Apple Music membership allows you to stream on a single device at a time. A family membership allows you or family members to stream on up to 6 devices at a time. Re-downloads. You may be able to re-download a previously acquired content re-download to your devices that are signed in with the same Apple ID association devices. You can see content types available for re-download in your home country at support.apple.com EN/US HT204632. Content may not be available for re-download if that content is no longer offered on our services. Associated device rules. You can have 10 devices, but only a maximum of 5 computers signed in with your Apple ID at one time. Each computer must also be authorized using the same Apple ID. To learn more about authorization of computers, visit support.apple.com EN/US HT201251. Devices can be associated with different Apple ID once every 90 days. Subscriptions. The services and certain apps may allow you to purchase access to content or services on a subscription basis. Paid subscriptions automatically renew until canceled in the Manage Subscriptions section of your account settings. We will notify you if the price of a paid subscription increases and, if required, seek your consent to continue. You will be charged no more than 24 hours prior to the start of the latest paid subscription period. Certain paid subscriptions may offer a free trial to charging your payment method. If you decide to unsubscribe from a paid prescription before we start charging your payment method, cancel the subscriptions before the free trial ends. Content and service availability. Terms found in this agreement that relate to services, content types, features, or functionality not available in your home country are not applicable to you unless and until they become available to you. To see the content types available to you in your home country, go to the services or visit support.apple.com EN/US HT204411. Non-Apple devices. If you use our services on a non-Apple branded device, you may not be able to access all features or content types. Terms in this agreement relating to unavailable features or content types are not applicable to you. In you later choose to access or services from an Apple branded device, you agree that all terms of this agreement will apply to your use on such device.